Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Nerd Rush. I'm your host, David, and I'm joined by my co-host, Ruben, over here.
Hello.
And this is our first podcast, so I'd just like to welcome you all to finding it, first off, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and watch more.
Come back for more.
Yeah. Anyways, let's give a little bio about ourselves. Ruben, why don't you go first?
I'm Ruben. I've been wanting to do a podcast for years. Found someone that I can actually cooperate with and get it done. I mean, it's a tag team thing. I really don't want to record myself by myself.
Yeah.
So,
Weird.
we both have common interests, so that makes it a lot easier. So we'll
Definitely.
get a flow and keep a consistency going. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Nerd Rush.
Nerd Rush. And then I'm David. I want to be director eventually. Have a small crew.
Great team.
Great team, yeah. Most of us. No, I'm just kidding. No, and then we took some of the money, bought all this podcast gear, and let's start a podcast. Let's get some more fans because we're not producing enough films in times, and this is a lot.
We got writing, and we got a lot of juicy stuff.
Yes, we do.
Not going
coming
into
our
details
way.
about anything, but I don't want to be a spoiler.
Yeah, you guys will eventually get to see all of our cool stuff. We're working on one right now, actually. I don't know. What can we tell them without giving it away?
It's different. Was it the horror one you're going with? We're talking about?
No, I'm talking about Regrets, the one that we actually came up with the title. With the guy who goes door to door.
Oh, okay, the regret one. Yeah, that's just...
Yeah, how much can we give away without being a spoiler? Because it's very...
Well, the way I could interpret it would be a guy that's just... It's a life change. He's giving a new opportunity at life. That's how I saw it. He's kind of doing one thing for an adrenaline rush, and next thing you know, he does right, and he's rewarded for it. I mean, that's how I took it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get into details.
No, it's definitely a drama. It's our first drama, actually. I want to go towards sci-fi, but obviously we don't have the budget for that.
Yeah, we're gonna start big and start small and then eventually get big. Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna start big, then work our way down.
Yes.
We're gonna start off at Disney and then end up, I don't even know.
Independent company.
Independent company.
Branch out.
You've never heard of. No, hopefully though we get enough viewers that we can open up Indiegogo to.
Yeah, everyone's welcome. You want to send your ideas? We'll,
Oh yeah,
we're
send
willing
our
to work with
ideas.
anyone. We just
Look us up on Facebook under River's Edge Entertainment. Yeah, send us your ideas. If you're in the area, join us in filming, all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah.
everyone has a role. Everyone's welcomed. You can be an extra or work with David.
Cameraman.
Cameraman, audio.
Grips.
Just many things.
Writers.
Writers.
We have
That's
fun
where
in our
I feel I
meetings.
play a big role, and just bouncing ideas off David. That's really what's kind of keeping me motivated with writing, because most people are quick to shut down an idea. I like how David's open, and if not, he don't get to it, but it will be used, and eventually, you're happy that someone's willing to at least work or take your ideas into consideration.
Yeah, because I've worked with people that are like, oh, if it's not my idea,
Yeah.
I don't want to do it,
Or some sit on ideas and don't want to change anything. David, to me, working with David has been like, hey, look at it from this way, or hey, wait, I didn't think that, or could it work that way? And kind of just comes together. I don't know. It's mind blowing sometimes the stuff we talk about and ideas.
Yeah, I mean, we've made stories, wrote different scripts written by different people, and realized, okay, all these stories have a cool little thing.
Yeah.
Let me make up one script for that.
Yeah. That's cool. I've sat in a few writing sessions, and that's all new to me, as learning to be open with my writing as well, because I'm kind of one of those people that's really private with my writing, and when I share it, it's like, oh God, I hope this don't get rejected. And then working with this group, it's like, whoa, they have the same ideas. I'm not as weird as I thought I was. I can actually share my experiences or ideas. Some people are like, hey, I never thought of that. And then Mikey, he's not here, our third wheel, or our boy Mike.
Our boy Mike.
Kit McKyle. Inside joke, sorry. We'll get to it. You'll eventually understand it.
You'll eventually see Kit McKyle.
And he's one of those people, me and him just joke around with ideas, and we we've written so many things. We've bounced them off David, and David's like, "Hey, that sounds interesting. That's pretty cool."
Sometimes I'll take them and morph into something.
A little bit more serious because we kind of joke around. It's fun, more fun that way. We come up with more ideas.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't wait to actually start getting some of those out there. I mean, we got our cameras now. We got boom mics. We have these mics and a soundboard, and we have all the basic stuff we need to, start getting the fun stuff out there.
Yeah.
But I think that's enough River's Edge for now. Edge. We'll get into actual nerd things because we're not at the point yet where we do have one cool sci-fi story that I'm sure all of you guys who are listening will like called Cronus. I don't know. Did you see Cronus? I think you did.
We talked about it. I was there when
you sat in on one of the acting classes that we were kind of like.
Yeah, just doing run-throughs. Seemed interesting. I wanted to see how it played out more, but
yeah, it's a cool time travel one. You're probably thinking, oh, time travel, oh great. Yeah. We got what? How many movies now about time travel?
A lot.
The Terminator, X-Men, the last one.
Back to the Future.
But that's a good one, yeah.
That one, you can't argue with that one.
No, that one was good. But yeah, so hopefully you guys will all enjoy Cronus. Coming to you in 2017, 18, I don't know. Hopefully sooner than that, when we can get a budget. But yeah, speaking of Terminator, we went to go see Terminator last night at the drive-ins.
Yeah,
I don't know.
In theater.
Yeah.
Those of you that live in Riverside.
Yeah, or in that area. Yeah, because the drive-ins aren't really around anymore, are they?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, we saw two movies there. We saw Pixels and we saw Terminator. Terminator, it definitely, I was telling Ruben, it pulled a X-Men kind of thing, where they kind of go back in time to rewrite everything. And it's kind of like, why? I mean, Terminator wasn't the best, but I mean, it's one of those movies that everybody knows about,
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I liked it. I still liked it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to just put down the movie. It was good. I thought it was better than the last Terminator movie, which I can't even remember what happened. That's how I didn't really... Yeah. What was it? Terminator Salvation?
Salvation, yeah.
One thing I don't like is how they keep changing the actors, though, in each one. Because they didn't have the same guy who played John Connor. But the guy who played John Connor in this one was pretty good. Who played him last time? I think it was like Christian Bale or something like that.
Yeah, I went in watching the movie with no expectation. That's what I've learned. Cause
yeah.
I'm one of those, I grew up in the 90s, late 80s. I was born in the late 80s. But it's funny because people are like, especially when you're getting older, for the older crowd is always like, nothing's better. You can't top the original. It's like, okay, I know it's not going to top the original. But go in watching the movie and to enjoy, escape reality. Especially with our job. No names. But you go out and watch movies and just escape reality a little bit because some of us have an imagination, some of us don't, and you just have to get fed it through movies or reading or
that's what makes us want to make movies and stories. Is it helps us escape reality, but we want to help other people escape it too.
Yeah.
And Pixels, I think, really did a good job of letting us escape reality. I mean, that was so fun. It kind of make me want to, play video games as a profession.
That'd be cool.
Obviously, though, I mean, some people, I've heard at least, get paid good money to be, video game testers or whatever, but nah, I'm more into making movies.
Yeah, and the way controllers are nowadays, I remember when video games were 2 buttons.
2 buttons, A and B,
and
a joystick.
Yeah.
And now they got the R1,
the R
L1, trigger. 2 analog, 1 to look one way. I like how they say in the movie, there's no more patterns anymore.
Like patterns, I know.
Patterns in the game,
The whole life thing though too. You die once. You had 3 lives to actually beat the game back in the days. Maybe more, like 4, I think.
Yeah.
And then now it's like you can play forever, and you get a checkpoint.
Checkpoint. Save it.
Save and come back and play later.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying games this day and age aren't good. I mean...
Well, the graphics are great when some...
Battlefront's coming
Battlefront, yes, that was fun. Not really a big gamer like I used to be, but nowadays it's like, that game was cool.
Yeah.
Playing on PC, I've never played on PC, but I actually got it down pretty good.
Yeah, we played over at Nerd HQ
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. That was, I mean, I went into that game having high expectations, and I know that's terrible to do because if it lets you down, you're really bummed. But it exceeded my expectations, so I was really happy about that. When does that come out? Is it
I don't know the date. You're into
September or November? I don't know, but
your PlayStation 4 with your epic shrimp burritos.
yeah,
Forever joke that we had about that game.
because I didn't know if I was gonna get an epic shrimp burrito from Del Taco, where we always go, or a PlayStation 4.
That's funny. And I'm like, why not have both?
So I had both.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till Black Friday to get the PlayStation 4, but Star Wars comes out before Black Friday, and I don't want to be, left out,
Left out of the...
especially after playing it. It was amazing. Anyways, now we're getting from movies to games.
We're gonna jump everywhere, but we'll stay on topic.
Yeah, we'll try.
We'll work our way back to where we were originally going.
For example, Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars Episode 7 coming out at the end of this year. Excited for that.
Yes, those trailers, man.
What I'm happy about is I've had so much self-control over this movie. All right? I mean, Marvel movies, I have no self-control over. If I see, spoilers or leaked or something like that, I'm over it. I'm clicking it, I'm reading it 4 times, I'm spreading the word about it. This one, I've seen a couple things that says, look at this leaked thing. And I'm like, no, I will wait.
Wow, waiting, huh?
And that's hard, but...
I'll send you a few links. You're kind of probably like, this guy, stop taunting me.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I follow the Star Wars pages on Facebook, and they put them up there, and it's like, I'm going to unfollow you if you do it again. And they're like, this one, everyone must see. It's like, curse you. But with Marvel, it's just, I don't even know why I do it with Marvel.
Marvel, huh? Ant-Man, I like that movie.
Oh, Ant-Man was great. A great way to end Phase 2. And Civil War starting Phase 3, right?
I think so.
And that comes out next year. What I loved about Ant-Man 3 is, one, they have a clip of Civil War, so that kind of got me excited. But I was telling Ruben, when I watch a movie, I mean, when everyone watches it, they have that feel.
Yeah, the tone changed a few times in that movie.
Yeah, but the dramatic one is when they switch from Ant-Man to Captain America, Civil War. I mean, it felt great, that whole switch thing. And I'm talking about it with a guy at work. We're making people hot dog combos, and we're like, did you feel the change? And he's like, yeah, and it felt great. It was like, what? I don't know. Clip was good. Clip was great. We watched it last night at the drive-ins too, because Pixels ended and Ant-Man's credits were on.
We caught that in.
Yeah,
right.
we're like, what's the station? Found it and listened in, and didn't get the same feel because I wasn't watching Ant-Man, but this time we were actually able to watch it, because when we went to go see it...
Yeah, there was a guy standing in the way. He made a better door than a window. We're like, get out of the way.
It's like we had the perfect seats,
Yeah.
in the middle,
We even had that,
with the rail.
sound spot. It was like,
Yes,
the
where
sound was amplified too.
The
Like, wow.
middle of the theater. It was great. The guy in front of us thought like, it's a great idea to stand up during the Marvel credits. And I'm just sitting there saying, if you're up and the credit scene comes up, I will kill you.
Yeah.
And Ruben shouting out, you make a better door than a window. And the guy still went and sat down. And then the group next to us, why is that guy standing up? Then he sits down.
I know, we were like, what the hell, dude?
So we missed the first 3 seconds of the trailer, or the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
That's why we had to watch it again last night.
We're like, hey, Ant-Man, let's watch it. And then there's a car off to the side flickering its headlights.
yeah.
Because we were like, obviously the music was annoying to them or something. Like, dude, it's Ant-Man music. Come on.
Yeah. People, we cannot catch a break with Ant-Man. I swear, I'm just gonna go in there and just buy every ticket to the theater so no one can bother me.
Just enjoy the credits.
Just enjoy it, But yeah, just for the credits. Just ask them if I could have my own private room for the credit scene, because, 2 times? No, come on. I'm gonna get it though. I might have to go on a weekday.
The
Like,
deadest day out of the week.
7 in the morning when no one wants to go to the theaters. Matinee price, what, $6, $7 at AMC theaters.
That's fine.
But no, Ant-Man was one thing that bothers me about Marvel movies. I don't know. Not really DC movies because they haven't really. Well, I mean, they kind of did it with Superman, but they're gonna change it for this next one, hopefully, at least.
Maybe that'll give them their kick to be like, we're gonna be better.
But the thing that bothers me is how in Marvel they always match the hero with the villain's powers. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So like in Ant-Man, obviously Ant-Man struck down, but so did the villain.
Oh,
So it was
the
really
Wasp. Is that his name?
no, it was Yellow Jacket.
Yellow Jacket. Sorry.
Wasp was
Yeah, the girl.
yeah, but yeah, so they had the same power. So it was like, really, is there any? I mean, there would be no difference if they didn't have the suits on to when if they did. You know?
Yeah.
Iron Man had it too. Iron Man and the Ironmonger, you know, they both had iron suits. Thor, they're both gods of Asgard.
Yes.
Captain America, they both had the super soldier serum. Hulk, Abomination, Hulk,
Red Hulk.
both from Gamma. I mean, Marvel, I want to see something where you put the hero and the villain have completely different powers. And we'll probably get that on Infinity War because I mean, none of the Avengers have, you know, that power of the Infinity Gems, but I don't want to wait that long, you know? I want to see something with what's one of the movies coming up? You know what? Okay, I guess Guardians of the Galaxy kind of went from that, and that was good, but Ant-Man, I mean, it was great, don't get me wrong, but let's get villains that don't have the same powers, you know?
Yeah.
I think that would
Change it up.
yeah.
Okay.
I want to see like Ant-Man versus some guy who has the power to freeze stuff. Or, I don't know, that's just an example. Or maybe Ant-Man versus a guy who just grows. Ant-Man can't grow. This guy. Ant-Man versus Giant Man.
Giant.
And for those listening, I do know that Ant-Man is also Giant Man. I'm not that big of an idiot. But I mean, that's what I mean by polar opposite powers. So it's really who uses their powers better.
Yeah.
That's my own personal opinion. But for the entertainment purposes, all Marvel movies are great. I haven't seen one that I haven't liked. Granted, Marvel Studios movie. They have the Fantastic Four coming up, which I'm not really looking forward to it, but it looks okay. The other Fantastic Fours,
The original movie crew cast.
those were like, yeah. Those are the ones, those are the Marvel movies that I'm not like, oh my gosh, you know, I gotta watch all the leaked stuff. Just the Marvel Studios movies. DC, I'm not, I look at the leaked stuff, but I'm not as big as Marvel. But one thing interesting though, is those leaked images that we were looking at for
Batman.
Batman vs Superman or Suicide Squad. It was kind of both because both those movies are kind of, it looks like going together.
Yeah,
Both
both like overlap a little bit.
Yeah.
Some things tell certain parts of the story.
Yeah, and one interesting thing that we saw, well, they had this leaked image of a cemetery with Richard Grayson's grave.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wonder what that could be. If it's just a cameo kind of thing, just to tease the audience like they like to do, or if it actually has a role in the story. One thing we were looking at was a fan theory about Joker not being the real Joker. And I saw that, and I was like, well, that sounds interesting. And so I was kind of reading it up, and I showed Ruben, and I was telling Ruben, if any of you guys have seen Batman Under the Red Hood, amazing. If you haven't, go watch it. They talk about, or the movie's about how Jason Todd
Becomes
Joker kills Jason Todd. Jason Todd becomes Red Hood, who Joker was before he became the Joker. He was the Red Hood. And Jason Todd's like this, like, well, I mean, he's Robin just in villain form. And they're talking about doing that with the new, or well, according to the theory, they think that that's what's happening with the new Joker because he doesn't look. Character. Yeah, he doesn't look like Joker. You know, he kind of looks a little different from the rest. Which I'm not saying, hey, they all have to look the same. I mean, look at Heath Ledger. He looked way off of the Joker, but he did fantastic. But no, they're thinking that Jason Todd is gonna be the new. Joker. Well, he's not gonna be the new Joker, but he's impersonating the Joker, which I thought that was interesting. I mean, you didn't. You watched part of the Red Hood.
Part of the Hood. I didn't get through all of it.
What did you think of that?
It was interesting when I saw a little gruesome scene where the Joker takes Robin out. Pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
for being a tune, I was like, wow, pretty intense.
DC's always been like that, though. They've always been so, like
gruesome in the graphics.
Violent and
not
complaining. I kind of like
it.
Not
really in the. I think more in the animated stuff. I see it like whoa. That Batman. What is it? Son of Batman.
Son of Batman.
Those arrows.
I love that. He throws the ninja star and the sun catches it. He's like, nice reflexes. What would you have done if I didn't catch it? That would have hurt. They were great one-liner. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, it was funny, but the whole Nightwing kept getting left by Batman. I found it funny. Can't you just tell me we're leaving? He would jump in the Batmobile. And he would leave Nightwing, or he'd have to run to catch up to him.
But so that the whole theory is how the first Robin became Nightwing, the second Robin. I forgot what happened to him, but yeah, the third Robin, Jason Todd, he dies, gets resurrected by Ra's al Ghul, becomes, according to the Under the Red Hood, he becomes Red Hood to seek his vengeance on Joker. What they're saying for this one, though, is instead of him becoming the Red Hood, he becomes a Joker. And they kind of throw some hints at that by, of this theory being true, because, for example, they have, if you look at the tattoos on him, there's a J under his cheek. Yeah, the J can stand for Joker, but people are also saying it could stand for Jason Todd. And there's a bird on his arm. These could be meaningless, but it could also stand for he was the Robin. What was the other one?
About the
Jester. Yeah, the Jester with the skull. They're saying that could symbolize that he died and became the Joker. Also on Robin's suit, it says, so that one, I think it was the Batman vs. Superman trailer. There's a suit there, it's Robin's. And in yellow spray paint it says, ha ha ha, joke's on you, Batman. Which, I don't know. I feel it's weird for that if it was the Joker for him to pick Robin's, suit to pick. Why not Batman's suit? So when he goes around fighting crime, it says, haha, joke's on you, Batman. That wouldn't make sense. You'd probably easily wash it, but still. And then also he's holding a newspaper that says, you let your family die. Both of those kind of seem like Joker knows about Bruce Wayne's past, Batman's past. And then, I don't know, I don't think Joker knows that much. So it would make sense if Jason Todd was the, Joker, which I think would be cool. Because Under the Red Hood is one of my favorite DC movies. DC animated movies. So I don't know. It'd be cool to see that happen in the live action.
Yeah, live action. See how that plays out.
So, I don't know. I kind of hope they do take it that way. I'd like it a lot more. Not a big DC fan. Superman was okay. Well, not Superman. Man of Steel. One thing I would have liked to happen, though, is I was just watching a documentary. Did you watch it?
We were supposed to watch it together, but someone got impatient.
I did. Well,
it's all right, though.
All right. Well, I'll watch it again. It looks amazing. The documentary is called The Death of Superman Lives. It's about Tim Burton's Superman. So a lot of this is going to be a spoiler for you.
Oh, you kind of told me a little bit about the whole Nicolas Cage was supposed to be.
Yes, Nicolas Cage was going to be Superman in Tim Burton's.
That's his vision.
Superman Lives, and yeah, and there's so much not history. There was so much going on that happened there. It would have been DC's first, because Tim Burton, he also made
Batman.
the Michael Keaton Batman,
Yeah.
and he got shit for that too. Sorry for cussing. He got stuff, or people got upset with him.
Heat for it.
Yeah, he got heat.
That's the word.
He got heat because people like Michael Keaton can't be Batman. And it wasn't a bad Batman,
Yeah, it
you know.
wasn't.
It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best. It wasn't worse, you know. So yeah.
Beetlejuice playing Batman.
Beetlejuice. A lot better than the whole new Batman voice. Like, I'm Batman. Like, I don't know. Sorry, that kind of bothered me.
Heat for that, but I mean, that different perspective of Batman.
But yeah, so Tim Burton was actually going to merge the two movies together, and I thought that would have been pretty awesome, because how they say it in the documentary is, so Superman dies in the beginning, but he's kind of resurrected by this little thing that his father gave him called K, and the suit goes over him and kind of just starts regenerating. But when he died, you see, I don't remember if it was Gotham or Metropolis, but on all the screens, Batman comes up and he says, "To all the citizens of Gotham or Metropolis, wherever we're at, it is said in news that Superman has died." And it's like, that's so cool, because they would have had Michael Keaton play him too. So it's like, whoa, first crossover. Probably not the first crossover, but crossover would have been cool. Also, I was looking at the pictures. They weren't bad. Some of them were. But those were the pictures of him, like, you know, being resurrected, you know, with him having that suit. Not all of them look bad, though. He was actually the first one to not have the red underwear thing on his suit. A lot of people, you know, got upset because Henry Cavill.
They're not wearing the red boots.
Yeah, why aren't you wearing all that red? Well, this guy beat you to it, Nicolas Cage. And I guess actually a lot of the stuff that, for all of you guys who saw Superman Returns, that one's, I don't remember when that one was, but that was a long time
80s.
ago. No, not that old. It was like 2000. I forgot who played Superman, but anyways, yeah, a lot of the stuff that happened in that movie they actually took from Superman Lives, and also from this new one too. For example, the suit. But I don't know. I would have actually been excited to see a Nicolas Cage's Superman. It doesn't sound as bad as it sounds.
You say it with a straight face. That's funny.
I don't know. I'm weird like that. Yeah. Nicolas Cage, not the greatest actor, not the worst actor. Kind of like Michael Keaton as Batman. So it would have been perfect. And it would have been different seeing Tim Burton to do
Both.
a not dark movie, you know? Because all the movies I see of him do are dark.
It's just kind of his thing.
Nightmare Before Christmas, Alice in Wonderland.
Did you get a Caroline movie?
Batman. I don't know if he did Caroline. But yeah, all of his movies.
It has his vibe.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's his.
it's he has that dark thing to him. So, and Superman's not really dark, and so, you know, watching that would have been interesting. And I was reading what was that one movie that came out in the 90s? The Wild West or
Wild West.
Wild West.
Well, the one with Will Smith and
Shoot. I think he was in it, actually, yeah.
Wild West.
Was there a giant spider in it?
Yeah, that's Wild West.
Okay. So, funny thing about that giant spider is when they were making Superman Lives with Nicolas Cage, the people in charge, they wanted a spider. They wanted a spider so badly in that movie. And so they kind of, they made one for it. And when Superman Lives budget got cut and they just decided not to do it,
Plug, huh?
they told them that, hey, we're going to take all the money from you guys and put it into the Wild Wild West. And they took the spider with them too.
Wow.
And that's why the spider's in the movie.
So that Loveless was originally for Spider-Man.
Yeah. So I found that funny. You have to watch the entire thing, though. I can go on, but I'm probably off on a little bit of things because I only watched it once. So, but yeah, The Death of Superman Lives. Also, another interesting fact, Kevin Smith actually helped write that.
Kevin Smith's awesome.
Well, okay, so he wrote a script, and then they said, who should we get to direct this movie? And he's like, Tim Burton. And Tim Burton looked at Kevin Smith's script and kicked him off the team, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. The only thing of Kevin Smith's original script that was left was the name. Superman Lives.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a little fun fact. But yeah, well, you have to see that. Everyone has to see that. It's a great documentary. I think it was a Kickstarter one, too. So that was interesting to see. But this new one, Superman versus Batman, or Batman versus Superman. I don't know which way it goes. Doesn't matter. It does look pretty.
We got a lot of that Comic-Con week.
Oh, yeah.
It was like,
so many people. I wish, though, I saw more Deadpool.
oh yeah, Deadpool's gonna be awesome. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I feel, though, about it yet. Because the first Wolverine movie, Deadpool was in it.
Oh yeah, I saw this thing where like, did you guys even read the comics?
Yeah.
It has like this thing where Deadpool's making fun of that character. I'm like, what the hell? Did you even try? Kind of deal. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, but, I mean, the way that they left Deadpool, with his head cut off and mouth being sewn shut,
Oh yeah.
I, wonder, are they just gonna... I mean, when they did that last X-Men movie to reboot the entire series, did it reboot Deadpool too, or how are they gonna explain that? I don't know. Still gonna see it. Still looking forward to it. Deadpool's a fun character.
Yes.
Speaking of Wolverine, his... what was it, a tweet or...
Yeah.
He sent out, his, he wants to get the hashtag one more time, or one last time. Because they teased a poster for his Wolverine's last movie, where it's Hugh Jackman's with his fist up and a claw coming out, and it's a middle claw, so it kind of looks like he's like flipping off the camera, and it has the hashtag one last time.
He's saying one last time.
And it's funny because he wants to get that hashtag popular, so people actually send in oh, what do you think, or what do you want to see in the next Wolverine movie? And it makes me worried. A lot of people are like, oh, that's cool, And he's reading them and liking them, and he's telling people. And everyone thinks it's cool, but it has me worried.
I read they were trying to do like an old man Logan perspective. That's what I read. I read something.
I
don't know. Though.
Officially, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of unofficial stuff. But it worries me that he's asking people what they want to see, because it kind of tells me that they don't have anything, and we're hoping the fans come up with it, which, if that happens, I'm going to be very disappointed. Because, I mean...
They just probably need a direction, and probably the writers will step in and make it better. I hope. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
If they're listening to fans, at least get a direction.
Yeah.
Don't take people's,
Because it takes a lot to actually make a movie, and a lot of people are like, oh, keep it to the comics. And
we were talking about that.
The
whole yellow suit deal. We're like,
yeah, it's like, really, you want to keep it to the comics? Like, let's throw him in the yellow suit and see how that looks,
No.
That would totally turn me off. I mean, it looks fine in the comics.
Yeah.
Because
or cartoons even.
Or cartoons, yeah. Because it's like, it's two different things, You have your comic book realm and your cinematic universe. Yeah. You gotta draw the line somewhere. You can't have everything like the comics in there. I mean, they did tease. Did you ever see I think it was a post-credit scene of or alternate ending of Wolverine, the last one?
No, I didn't see the alternate ending.
Well, he's in a plane, and the one Asian lady hands him a suit, or a box, or crate or something, and he opens it up, and it is the original gear. And it looked cool, but only because it didn't look... It looked like the original gear, but didn't. Like it wasn't like what do they have covering them up? It's a
Like foam?
spandex kind.
Oh,
Yeah, yellow
spandex.
spandex. It wasn't that. It was like yellow brown armor. The helmet was pretty cool. It was cool to look in the case. I don't know how well it will transfer over onto him though. So, I wonder if they're gonna have it in the next one. I don't know. Maybe if he puts it on as a joke, maybe.
Oh, the whole go back to that made me think of Deadpool. The whole make fun of the Green Lantern or whatever he was in. The little references he made.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, it's not gonna
or-
be or no, it wasn't a tweet. It was a trailer. It was a trailer from Comic-Con.
There you go. Sorry.
Where he's like, "Am I gonna get a suit?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "It's not gonna be green or CGI, is it? Because that's gonna be lame." It was a funny reference to his Green Lantern, because that movie was not very well done. The suit was awful. I mean, that suit was just terrible. It was hard to watch the movie. I don't know. That was my biggest thing. Other than that, I don't know. If they had a better suit, I don't think Ryan Reynolds was a good pick for Hal Jordan. Great pick for Deadpool though.
Yeah.
I mean,
match the whole persona.
Yeah, and I mean, you might argue like saying like, oh, Hal Jordan though he was a comic kind of guy. Yeah, he was, but I don't know. Not Ryan Reynolds comic. I don't know who would have been a good. Not looking wise, but like Nathan Fillion, he plays Green Lantern in like a lot of the animated ones.
Oh yeah, the voiceover.
Yeah, the voiceover ones. He's a great Green Lantern in them, and I love Nathan Fillion. He's so funny. He's the guy who plays Captain Hammer in.
Oh, okay, Dr. Horrible.
Dr. Horrible, the greatest thing Joss Whedon has ever created. And if he's listening, which he's probably not, make Dr. Horrible 2.
Yes, keep it going.
That is so. I don't know. I love it. I've watched it 3 times in one day. I've had my friends watch it.
You like it.
Everyone likes it when I show it to them.
Sounds horrible at first.
Yeah, it's like Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. What are you, like 5?
I'm like, what the heck? And sit there and watch it. I'm like, wow, it's pretty good. Go home and watch it again.
It's not what you expect.
Yeah.
But
Check it out.
It's amazing. And you got to watch everything. You can't, because I was like showing Ruben.
Yeah.
Because you can watch what's going on just between the characters. Watch in the background too, because there's some funny things.
I haven't caught the. Oh yeah, wait, was the background thing? What was that background thing?
The soup, remember? They're at the
homeless
shelter.
He's not even serving anyone. He's just
it's like there's a guy that's pouring soup in the background.
He's helping.
And to the homeless people, and while Nathan Fillion and Felicia Day are like singing, and or no, it wasn't Nathan Fillion. It was just Felicia Day singing. And if you look in the background while she's singing and talking, you see Neil Patrick Harris come in and take the position of the
original
soup pourer.
Soup server, yeah.
And it's so funny because then he doesn't even make it in the bowl. He kind of just hands out empty bowls to the homeless people.
Pouring it back in and then just handing.
It's so funny. I don't know. I loved it. And the music is great.
Yeah.
It makes me want to make a musical. I have no idea how though. I've tried. I'm not gifted in music at all. I can make lyrics. I don't know how they sound though with music or with people singing them. But hopefully eventually I'll have a fun musical that 2 guys who want to get into the film production, and they buy all that podcast stuff, so they start talking about it.
Yeah.
Like we are. That would be great one day, but those are just, future goals.
We'll get to them. We'll get there.
We'll get there eventually. I don't know when, but eventually.
Soon enough, hopefully.
One thing I really want to make, off topic again, thrillers. I love a good thriller. I don't know, have I seen a good thriller lately? Have there been any out?
I can't think of any.
There was the one last night that we saw in the trailer.
Oh,
what was that called? The Perfect Man.
Oh, that one.
Right.
Okay, that's what I thought you were more like along horror kind of thrillers.
No, I like the thriller. Like
Oh, like that suspense. Okay, I got
what was
you.
that Shia LaBeouf one too? That I really liked it. About the neighbor next door.
Oh,
He's on house arrest. I don't
oh,
remember. It's an old. It's not old like classic.
no, I know it's not old, but I know what you're talking about. That's when System of a Down put out that "Lonely Day" song. That was the theme music for it. Such a
It could have been.
the guy was on lockdown. He was on house arrest, and
Yeah.
then the neighbor. Yeah, he's like,
Man, why
they
can't I
bought him-
think of this title? I got to look this up, or it's gonna bother me. But yeah, that was one of my favorite thriller ones. But this new one, Ruben, if you wanna.
oh, it's about a guy that he's dating. Well, I guess a couple breaks up, and then she finds a new guy.
No, it was
No.
she was at the
No,
bar.
but she had broken up with her original boyfriend and went with
Oh
this guy.
no, was it her boyfriend or husband? I
Or
don't
her
know.
husband, I don't know. They were on a break, but she starts seeing someone else messing around, and then this guy just goes crazy. There's a guy that approaches the car, and he just wants to take a picture of the car. The other guy doesn't even know what's going on. He thinks like he's I guess hitting on his chick. He beats
Yeah.
this guy up.
Disturbia. That was the
Disturbia.
name.
There
Sorry,
you go.
just looked it up. That's why I had Ruben tell you about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Disturbia was a great movie. I want to make a good, cool thriller like that. But yeah, The Perfect Man. Yeah. She breaks up, goes to a bar. Some guy starts hitting on her, and this guy comes in and saves it, and then they start dating.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
But yeah, she doesn't realize that the guy's like freaking psycho.
Obsessed, and
Because yeah, the guy's like, oh, let me take a picture of the car, and he just like
that's when she like wanted to end it.
he
after.
beats that guy to the ground like
Yeah.
Joker killing off Jason Todd. But yeah, then she tries ending it, and
He's following her and putting cameras in her house. Well, from this trailer, like,
Yeah.
there's so much going on with it.
and then she's sleeping in the bed,
Yeah,
and
and
then
he's
it
under
pans
the bed.
down,
He's under
and
it,
he's there, and he's smiling. It's like, whoa, it was some intense
like,
stuff.
stalker status, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, that one looks pretty good. I don't know if I've seen a good thriller though lately.
No, I can't think of any.
But I have a cool thriller that hopefully within the next couple podcasts we can talk about because we will be shooting it. Hopefully. First we got like two other things to do. We have a promo to shoot and we have a short film to shoot. And after that I want to look into the thriller. The one with the
Is it-
kids who rented the
Oh, the
house.
rental? Okay, yeah.
That one
Summer home. We can call it summer home or something.
1-800
It's
future.
feature.
That's a different story. But yeah, I mean that one looks like that'll be a good thriller. Then there was a horror trailer too, which I just found out Paranormal Activity is making another
Oh, yeah,
one.
Another one. Like,
They're not even that scary. I don't
like I
know.
was saying about those movies, I don't find them scary, but if you go up people that are like easily terrified and jump next to you,
Yeah,
that's what makes the movie intense. Because you're like, what the hell, dude? You don't even get scared. It's the person next to you scaring you. What was the movie? Oh, Unfriended when we went?
Unfriended. Yeah,
Remember that group in front of us that yelled?
Yeah.
That scared me more than the
that
movie.
scared me.
I was like, oh my god. Look over and like some high school girls are screaming and
Unfriended though, that was actually better than I thought it was gonna be.
yeah, I was just kind of like, whatever, we can watch it.
Because when I first saw Paranormal Activity, I thought it was gonna be the scariest thing ever because that's what everyone was saying, and I go and I was let down, and then they say, "Oh, the second one's better."
No,
I go,
well, the second one, the storyline was just terrible. We had like no direction. Or was that the third one? Because they've already gone.
"This is
into
gonna be the fifth one."
Dang. Oh, and this.
The last one was absolutely terrible.
No, I didn't watch the last
The
one.
marked ones with
Isn't-
the Mexican family.
Oh, I didn't see that one. No, because the one for me, I used to like watching it with my cousin. Oh, you're a wuss. You can't watch movies with the surround sound on and watching these movies, and you're just there like, okay, no phones, because because most people would. I'm not scared.
Yeah,
Why are you
so
texting?
I'm on Facebook
I'm
and
on
not paying
Facebook.
attention.
Yeah, and then sitting there watching it with all this quiet, dark house, no lights on, and just the volume up. And next thing you know, it is kind of scary that way, because then you're like, oh my god.
And then yeah, you hear a noise in the background. You're like, no one else is here. What's going on?
Yeah,
But yeah, the first three, I don't know.
I thought they were okay.
They all let me down.
Really? I was like kind of.
Well, because I thought they were gonna be better.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I feel like they're getting worse as they
They
progress,
were. The
rather
first
than-
was the best.
First and second's kind of like, okay, we're getting more detail, but you shouldn't even go into details. You should just
Yeah.
keep it scary. I think
Well,
everyone
because-
wants an answer, and like you don't need an answer for a horror film or that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I believe.
There was more. What's the word? Yeah, there's more just little details that didn't matter.
Mm.
Like, out of the hour and a half that they did, there was probably like 10 minutes of actual paranormal activity going
Yeah.
on, which I don't know. It didn't do it for me. Then the last one I just did not like, and then this one looks better. But see, that's the problem. In all of their trailers, they look better.
Yeah, and then you watch it and you're like, whoa.
And yeah, it's like, well, because like I said, they only have like 10 minutes of scariness, and they show those parts in the trailer. So, I don't know, it's just a letdown.
You know what movie I kind of wanted to check out? We'll probably maybe next week or something. That Gallows.
The
I don't
Gallows?
know. I don't know. It could,
Oh, yeah.
that one where they're in the theater and
Yeah.
all that.
That one does look interesting.
Interesting. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a favorite, or I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but it would be interesting. to
That
check
one's,
out.
yeah. Now we're
Kinda
getting
has
on
a-
horror rather than
yeah.
thriller, but yeah.
It
Well, yeah, paranormal activities.
has that to me.
Horror, air quotes.
That,
But,
the thriller to me is like that intensity level. Where you're like, oh,
yeah.
that makes you think, and like, oh man, what's gonna happen next?
Yeah, where there's no like ghost or demons or anything. I'm thinking like for thriller at least, there's just
Yeah.
a bad guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Though. Just
real
the whole,
person.
like a struggle going on, and then the person needs to get out of it, or
Yeah,
will that person still be there? And
it's like a probable horror.
yeah, but there's no like monster or like
Yeah.
just like pretty much just dealing with someone that just doesn't get the hint.
Disturbia though is my all-time favorite thriller so far that I've seen. I mean, there could be some that are out there that I haven't seen.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies out there that I'm actually starting to look into and check out.
There are so many movies that come out a year, and you
Yeah.
only hear about the summer blockbusters. You
Yeah.
know, you never hear about the good stuff. And I mean, when I go see a movie that's not a summer blockbuster, it's all about the poster.
Oh yeah, that kind of tells a lot.
Yeah, it's like if I don't like the poster, I'm not going to go see the movie.
Someone's judging a book by its cover.
Yes, I am. And I've just seen so many movies that have like terrible posters, but have turned out to be okay.
That movie that remember when I got that signature from the guy from Inglourious Bastards. That movie looks interesting due to that poster. I kind of want to see
Yeah,
it.
it actually did. I mean, the poster, I don't know. That's like the one thing that really drives me to it. And yeah, that poster looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I sold it for
$5.
$5.
Okay, I remember that. That was funny.
Well, I
Watching
mean,
Cooties.
we had 3, yeah, because we were in line for Cooties for Elijah Wood's new
Yeah,
movie.
That was fun.
Because we got to go see the pre-screening of it.
Yes.
So, movie is funny. I'll get to that though in a bit. But yeah, there was a movie, there was a signing, and they gave you a poster, and one of the guys that was standing in front of us in line really wanted to see that movie, and he thought it was cool because it was signed and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, yeah, you want it? And he's like, I'll trade you for something, and he pulls out, and he's like, oh, I can't get rid of all this stuff. He's like, why don't I give you cash? I was like, okay. He's like, how's $5? All right.
$5 more. Parking.
Yeah, we used it for parking. I mean, parking was a lot more than that, but it cut down. But anyways, Elijah Wood's movie, Cooties, amazing. Can't wait till it comes out. Gonna definitely have to go see it again. That movie's about, you wanna...
It's about kids that eat a chicken nugget and become zombies or
Zombies.
possess-
And the virus only affects you if you haven't gone through puberty.
Poor Mikey.
Poor Mikey.
I'm just kidding.
Poor Kit McKyle.
Kit McCall.
I know you're gonna hear that name a lot. We're hoping to start a animated series, and we're gonna base one of the characters off of our friend, and he's gonna be called Kit McKyle.
Kit McCall.
And it's just a cool name.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, Cooties looks so funny. It's got Elijah Wood. It's got a couple people from The Office. Rainn Wilson. they all do a great job in the movie. And it gets kind of scary at some points. Not scary like, oh my god, but like freaky, like
Yeah, kids riding
they have
around.
demented kids.
Yes. If you're about population control, this is Scared Straight. Watch that movie.
Yeah, like the girl riding the bike on top of the air
yeah.
van.
Just riding in a circle.
The kid, or when they end up at like that Chuck E. Cheese place.
Oh yeah, when they're all in the ball pit area. And
Yeah,
they're
and they
looking
like
up,
look up and there's like a million kids.
just staring at them and
Yeah.
caged up.
And then Rainn Wilson comes in and blows all the kids up. It's pretty gruesome. That's one thing. If you're a fan of Heart, do not go and see the movie. You will definitely get scared and probably pass out. Because I mean, there's so much blood.
Oh yeah, the kid. Oh yeah,
When they kill the principal.
the blood splat is just
Yeah.
gruesome.
And they're like ripping off like arms and
Limbs
and how they started off is this little boy's like messing with this girl. What was his name?
yeah.
Patriot.
oh yeah, Patriot.
That kid just
He deserved what happened to him.
Definitely. But yeah, he's picking on this little girl because she's not feeling too well, not knowing that she was patient
Infected.
0. Yeah. And he pulls her hair, and then eventually just the skin.
Pulls off her ponytail. She had
Yeah,
pigtails.
and it's like so gross. And then I don't know. And then she like just goes all murder on.
on him.
It was a great comedy horror movie. I love it. I can't wait till it comes out in September. I'll definitely go see that again.
Yeah, it was fun. I'd go see it again too.
Over at probably the drive-ins. Go see another movie with it. It was nice because I didn't have to pay for it. But free movies are always the best. And it was cool too because Elijah Wood was there and he was all like talking about it.
Before the movie gave us a little check out my movie.
Yeah.
You know, he was really enthusiastic about it. That's what made it more like, my God, he's here talking to us about it too.
Yeah. I've never got to see a movie with the celebrity of the movie in it.
Oh, I've done it before, but
What movie?
remember, remember Aliens versus Monsters?
Oh, yes,
Most of that
that's right.
cast was there when we went. We got into a sneak preview of it, and it was fun.
That's cool.
Reese Witherspoon, Hugh Laurie, Jonah Hill was there, I believe. Was he in it? Or was it Seth Rogen? Oh, Seth Rogen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was
Seth
like,
Rogen.
I know Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I'm
but
sorry.
I was
Yeah,
like,
they were
Jonah
there.
Hill wasn't in it.
No, yeah, but he was there. He was around. I think he came to those screenings. So
That's cool.
yeah, celebrities. They're cool. They're normal people.
Yeah,
To
they're
me.
normal people. It's funny though, because every time I go to see them, it's like when I go to there, I get all excited, like, oh my god, I'm going to meet the person, and then I don't know why I'm just disappointed when I meet them. Like,
Oh.
they're just real people.
Yeah, they're normal people. I think the
Bumps me
encounters more when they're like personal with you. Like, hey, like the whole Nerdist thing when we went.
Oh yeah,
A lot of them were like talking to us and. Like,
yeah,
we're like right there. I felt like that interaction, right? Like, cause I went. Where did we go? I've been around like Salma Hayek. She's just kind of just like, all right, I gotta go. Like, oh hey, comes up, signs a few autographs, leaves. I understand it because everyone wants to meet
Yeah.
Salma Hayek. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, there's a few celebrities that will sit there and interact with you. Like, wow, those are the cool. Like John Voight, not to name drop or anything. He'll sit there and just have a good casual conversation with you. Just like, he's talking to me.
What? That's so cool.
I forgot what movie he was in that we went and saw. He was there at that premiere because before at one point when I wasn't working, we'd just go to movie premieres and just go hang out and get
That's
out
cool.
there. And I had a friend that was always, I need to get signatures, and then he would be like, you don't even know what that guy's in. How are you gonna sit there and say you're a fan?
Yeah,
He's famous.
he's famous. No, I definitely want to start doing those more often.
That'd be cool.
Especially, see if we can interview some of the celebrities. We ask them one question. That'd be cool. But yeah, we should definitely start doing those more often.
Yeah, those are during the week. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Just got to
Where-
figure out when they have premieres. Is it Cypher? I heard up my friend. I'll find out what.
Yeah, find out.
Because they're usually like in LA or with the in Hollywood. What was it? There was one by UCLA or not UCLA, or is it USC? I don't know. There's a theater not too far from one of those schools where they actually have premieres there, and you can go see
Oh, yeah?
celebrities. We went to the Transformer one. That one was pretty cool.
Which Transformers?
think I want to see the first one. That was a while
Oh,
back.
with Megan?
Yeah, she was there. I was like, wow.
Nice.
And and then the one in Hollywood at the Chinese Theater, they also do premieres. That one's kind of scary though, because Hollywood Street's real busy, and
Yeah.
they'll shut it down though. They'll shut down like a certain area, and then you can only get so
Were
close.
you there the last time we went?
Well,
When I went?
yeah, when you went, I went.
I hated driving. They're all like,
Yeah,
find a parking
traffic.
spot. I can't.
And I was
There
telling you guys where
is
to park.
none.
Then where we could park was at the end of everything. We're like, dude, we gotta get closer. Go to that garage. 'Cause certain garages were like pretty cheap.
Yeah,
then-
$15. Still, I didn't want to spend.
Yeah.
It was after we went to a 31 production event. What was it? It
Oh,
was,
that the horror thing.
the horror, the camp out,
The Great Horror Camp Out.
the Great Horror Camp Out. Yeah, they had some. They did a screening of
Halloween.
Which Halloween was it?
I think 3, 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah, and
That was fun.
That was fun, dude. Mikey got.
It was in the old abandoned zoo.
Yeah.
They got mad because we went into the cages.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Totally worth it.
And then it was funny. What was funny about it is how everyone. So we're watching movie. So we're trying to watch the movie, and there's just monsters and people in costumes just walking up to you and trying
There's
to scare
monsters and people in
And
costumes.
Same.
There's
I
people
just
in
think-
monster costumes.
Monster costumes.
They weren't
My bad.
real, Ruben.
I was scared though. They didn't scare me though, but I was scared. You're just sitting there intense, like God, don't scare me. And then hearing people yell, "Ah!" You're like, oh my God.
That was so funny, though.
They got Mikey good.
They did.
Oh shit! What did Mikey say? You know, Mikey. Sorry, but the way Mikey got terrified, it was pretty funny.
I mean, it was definitely distracting the movie because you'd see like them creeping up on someone, and you'd stop watching the movie and start like,
What's their
Oh,
reaction gonna be?
yeah, when are they gonna notice? Oh, here it goes, and then they just scream, and it was it was funny. I wanted to. They have a couple of those going on now, but
Yeah,
I wanted to do their
overnight.
overnight thing. That one
I
looked
heard-
cool.
Dude, I heard they signed waivers for that. Dude.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Dude, it's surprising how many haunted things now you gotta sign waivers.
Yeah.
Like, there's the one down in San Diego, McCamey Manor. Have you seen that one?
No,
Oh, the people that are allowed to like touch you and throw you in coffins and close you, and it is scary from what I've seen in the trailers. I can't do it.
Yeah, if you're signing waivers, I don't want to do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Nope, sorry.
If it's that dangerous, I'm good.
I'm good.
And some of the waivers are like, if you punch an actor, we can sue you.
Like what?
It's like, yeah, I can't guarantee that. But I don't know. Maybe sometime I don't know. The McCamey Manor looks so scary. Like, look it up if you haven't seen it. I'll show you later.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
It is definitely gruesome. I mean, we were talking about how Cooties was gruesome. Some of the animated DC movies are gruesome. The McCamey Manor, like, just way out of the ball, blows them way out of the ballpark. It is. I don't even know why people go there.
People have that fetish.
That fetish.
Like to be scared and beaten. Like, no, I'm okay.
I mean, they put like cages on people's heads in it. I don't know. And it's like you have like, I don't even remember. I think it was like 2 hours.
2-hour video over this?
No,
Oh,
2 hours inside the haunted house.
Oh, wow.
That's how long the thing is. It's, I don't know.
I would have left like 5 minutes in. I gotta go.
I wouldn't even open the door.
Like, let me out. I'll stay by the front door.
Stay by the front door. Definitely.
No, I don't know.
Anyways, well, we're coming up to the end of our show now. It's been almost an hour. But we got to thank, obviously, the people who sponsor our show, River's Edge Entertainment. Right now, a lot of our stuff may be posted through River's Edge. Like the River's Edge Facebook page, you'll probably be able, not probably, you will be able to access these podcasts through it. Eventually, though, we'll get them onto their own Facebook page, so we can see how many followers we get. I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna do. But yeah, hopefully you guys come back and listen to us next week.
Appreciate you listening.
Yeah,
Hopefully
definitely.
we weren't too boring, but we tried to be. We enjoyed ourselves. It was very.
Send us suggestions or things you want
We're
us to talk
open.
about. If you have any questions about any upcoming movies, we pretty much
We'll find it. You got questions? Well, will be your answer.
Yeah, we'll find all the dirt on any movie. I'll even, if you guys wanted to, I will look at the leaked Star Wars stuff
Just for the podcast.
just for the podcast. Anyways, yeah. So this has been sponsored by River's Edge Entertainment. Go look them up on Facebook, like them, and listen to our podcast through there. Any ideas for movies that you might want to submit or become part of the team? Let us know, and we will be happy to contact you. Thank you for listening to
the Nerd Rush.
first Nerd Rush podcast. And
thank you.
yes, and hopefully we'll see you guys, or hopefully you'll hear us next week. And we're out.